but it didn't seem to affect her very much. But one thing that was amusing, I was very involved with art fabrics and making things that weren't useful. And finally, one year I did a tour of 8 good weaving schools, and the students had stopped weaving, and they just wanted to be artists. They didn't want to learn skills. I said, "Man, how are you going to support yourself?" They said, "Just like Lenore and Zeisler, and both of them had annuities. Neither one of them supported themselves." But no, Lenore was so unusual as be a great addition to my many friends.
She did come to Haystack in the 60s, not as an instructor, but just to visit or give a talk or something.
That's
Do you recall that? Or
I don't.
Yeah.
I was at the foundation this morning.
Oh, at the Tawny Foundation?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
And I showed her the picture of Lenore there, and she said she was going to go back into her notes and try to see if she could ferret out what that might have been.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I was also somewhat involved with Cranbrook weaving, and I decided what they needed was Lenore as an artist in residence to give them a better idea for the options. And already the fairly large weaving studio, there were maybe 20 people, were in 2 camps. Those who were already artists and those who were trying to be designers. And one group wanted to listen to me and one to Lenore. And Lenore and I said, "No, you're going to listen to both of us." And I recommended that there be some way that they could work with Lenore and for an artist in residence. She didn't need income, but having students do her big work would be good for them and good for her. And she had an enormous commission from some foundation for a piece for the first show we sent to Europe. And her idea was to build a cube in this double weave black and natural linen, about 12 feet square. They'd have to make six sides to it. So they bought from Sweden a 12-foot wide loom, and it turned out to open the shed with this heavy yarn. Only the 2 faculty men could do it. The students weren't strong enough. And they got mostly finished with the first piece, and the loom exploded.
Oh my gosh.
From all this, it was hard maple, but it ended up as kindling, and they lost the loom. They owned all this linen they'd bought. I think Lenore had some advance, so anyway, that was lost, and nothing happened. But that was my project, getting Lenore to Haystack.
You know, Jack, we've had this great picture of you at the Liberty campus. Do you want to see it?
At Liberty?
Yeah, I'm going to show you. I took a photograph of the slide on Monday to show you.
We spent Monday up in Maine looking at hundreds of old slides from the 1950s and 60s with Al and Nancy Merritt. Al Merritt?
Yeah, Nancy was my student.
Looking at the slides with them, trying to identify people and objects and figure out which
She'd been a student of Arlene Fish at Skidmore.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
Arlene is still one of my friends.
Did you invite Arlene to teach at Haystack?
Yeah. Most people. Yeah. Yeah. And I knew Arlene from the Crowd Council. Yeah.
There you are. Let's see.
Oh my God, how thin! I can almost remember whose weaving that is.
Which photo are you showing him? Oh, that
Oh,
one.
that one's a great one.
So that's not yours. That's perhaps a student's
It's not,
weaving?
not mine, no. It's I guess they were supposed to weave from nature.
So how old were you in that, do you think? In your, 24, maybe?
At the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, we left in 60. By that time I was 33.
Yeah. I think there might be one other one.
I'd like to copy that. I don't have any of those pictures.
I'll make sure we get these to you.
Yeah.
Now, granted, this is an old slide projected, taking a picture of with my cell phone and looking on a computer, so it's multiple. It's multiple steps away. There were a couple others. Here's Lenore.
Oh, so it is.
That one to you guys.
Yeah.
And let's see. These were some.
I don't recognize that, who it is.
Yeah, these I just took kind of somewhat randomly as. Circles are. Fran.
Oh, to describe Fran and his gentleness. One day at Liberty, I was asleep on the deck, and I looked up, and I could see Fran coming, and I could see my watch that it was time that I should be teaching. And the next thing I knew, he was laying down beside me and asking me the question he had. And no reproval.
Jack, what kinds of things did you teach? Did you teach something different every summer? Did you have particular themes that you really loved teaching and you taught over and over, or?
The best thing I did was being creative with one yarn. And they were things that I never thought of doing, but by combining it, an amazing number of things you can do with one yarn, of changing the spacing and so on. But that really was required some thinking. He was usually had a lot to do with color, which was new then, and those who had learned traditional weaving were pretty colorless.